All right, we got Clawdbot, and we got an honest take. Clawdbot actually sucks. Nick Sarave, Nick S. That's what we'll say.
So, with everybody and their mom talking about this giant red lobster, I thought that I'd give it a whirl and see for myself why Clawdbot is supposedly the most powerful AI tool anybody has ever seen in their lives. And I really gave it a try. I mean, I went through all of the shoutouts on the Claude.bot website. I read through all of the blog posts and articles talking about how fantastic it was. They even explained it to me in plain English, apparently, which is that Claudebot is Claude with hands, which is, the same thing that they said that Claude Code was a month ago. And what I've unfortunately come to the conclusion of is that Claudebot sucks, actually, and here's why. First, what is Claudebot actually? Well, as far as I could tell, it is Opus 4.5, which is Anthropic's bleeding
Telegram
edge
rapper.
model, the one that runs Claude Code for the most part, and the one that everybody has been talking about for the better part of the last 3 months, wrapped around Telegram, which is a messaging platform, which essentially allows you to send and receive SMS messages from and to a bot that you set up in the cloud without having to pass through an interface like VS Code or whatever, plus cron. For those of you that don't know, cron is basically just a way to schedule messages so that instead of you always having to initiate a conversation with, let's say, Claude Code, Claudebot can send you a message. So just so you were all on the same page.
Wow. Wow. I'm glad you broke it down like that because cron is not something I know, but I do play with automations. Have bots of my own. If Claudebot is supposedly the best, you guys need to check yourselves with these AI tools. I wish I had a soundboard because this would be like one of those soundboard moments where you hear something effective, but it could also be a security risk as well. I'm not gonna lie to you. So like Claudebot is not what it seems, clearly.
Here. I got Claudebot set up in Telegram, as mentioned, and I told it to schedule a good morning message to me 1 minute from now. It's now giving me a heads up that it's done the scheduling. This is the cron thing I was mentioning a moment ago. Anyway, it didn't even actually do that, given that it's now 8:13. Thanks for nothing, Claudebot. And after some pretty painful back and forth, looks like we actually got the scheduled message, which is fantastic. Now, just so we're all on the same page here, this is useful. Okay, the ability to schedule stuff with one or two messages and the ability to work via your phone, kick off some task or whatever, is cool. But neither of these things are a paradigm shift. People have been doing this sort of thing for months, myself included, with agentic workflows, cloud based scheduling, and so on and so forth. What Claudebot really is mostly just marketing hype, and there's kind of a clever reason for this that I'll get into. A very interesting reason why Claudebot is all over the internet right now is because a few days ago there was a big pump and dump with a coin that somebody developed. I'll give you guys the step by step in a minute, but basically what's going on is Claudebot was pushed from all angles a couple of days ago by crypto grifters looking to make a bunch of money on a coin. So the sequence of events here is Claudebot went semi-viral after Peter Steinberger, the developer, put it out, made it fully open sourced, and then gave a couple of cool demos of what you could do with this technology. Now, because of the term Claude with a W, Anthropic sent a cease and desist that forced the project to rebrand from Claudebot into Moltbot. If you ever wonder why the name of the repo changed to Moltbot, this is it. Anyway, after that happened, this
You can send a cease and desist for that? What is it? Because it sounds similar? That sucks.
rebrand created a window.
First of all, before I say anything, Claude, you guys are really like fucking up an audience of developers too. Um, from what I know, you guys are making it so hard to use Claude and any other IDE. Think for me, like I don't really use that Claude code stuff. I don't know if it's a good or bad thing, but I still copy and paste my prompts. I'm behind y'all. Um, but I'm trying to get into the agentic world of developing using Claude code and stuff. I don't like it too much because it gives too much power to the AI tools that I really don't want to give that much power to. Uh, just clicking yes, no, watching it work, and then waiting for it to spin up something doesn't feel right about it. I mean, it's no different than copy and pasting it, don't get me wrong, but I'm reading through the codes, looking at it. I'm looking at it from a different point of view. I get the workflow is sped up, but damn, I don't know how effective it is if Claude doesn't have any context still on what it's doing. That's just my opinion.
because the Clawdbot X account changed names and their GitHub organization briefly became available for bad actors to steal. So that's what happened. People took the old handles, they immediately started squatting on the accounts, and crypto grifter people did what crypto grifter people do really well. They launched a coin. This Claude token on Solana obviously had a bunch of interest. They used a bunch of hijacked accounts to pump it and dump it, made it seem affiliated with the legitimate project, and I'm sure, although nobody has verified this yet, I'm sure there was a lot of astroturfing on social media as a result of this. Anyway, the token hits 16 mil, nothing super massive. Everybody FOMOs in because they're thinking, oh my god, this thing's huge. And what ends up happening?
This motherfucker said nothing super massive. 16 million is a lot for market cap, especially when you're talking about a rug and pull. A lot of people got fucked over with this coin, clearly.
A bunch of people rug pull. 90% token crash. It's now sitting around 8.65 mil after the scam was exposed. Basically, Peter mentioned it online and he said, like, I'm not affiliated with this thing. So that's not to say Clawdbot didn't have some, virality to begin with. As I mentioned, there were a couple of cool demos shown by Peter and then other people that have used it that initially sparked it. But a big chunk of the reason why you're seeing everything everywhere all at once is specifically because this is a very common play in like the crypto pump and dump coin space. You get a bunch of social media accounts, hell, sometimes even sponsor and pay people to blow something up as much as humanly possible, to give the rest of the internet the illusion that this is the big thing. Now, the use cases that people have been talking about with Clawdbot so far are, for the most part, honestly pretty ridiculous. I saw a post the other day that talked about organizing their downloads folder by file type. You know what else organizes your downloads folder by file type? Finder. You just click kind. There are also a lot of people talking about research. And I'm like, research is the catch all term for people that are using technology not to make any money, but to just seem like they're being productive. Now, the use cases here to me are hilarious. It's people talking about doing Twitter research and market monitoring and daily summarization of their group chats and stuff like that. For anybody in the know, this is technobabble speak for I'm not doing anything productive right now. Most of the people saying things like, hey, I set up Clawdbot to text my wife good morning and good night every day.
This is what this is what the fuck I was afraid to hear. This shit is useless. I remember shout out to David Andre. I remember watching his video yesterday. I was gonna do a reaction to it, but it was 25 fucking minutes. What the fuck? And especially if this is this is the only reason why I did it. It was 8 minutes. I'm in 4 minutes in, and the only reason why I feel confident in knowing that I don't need to watch the other half of the 4 minutes is because, dude, it's like having a Python script all in one in a black box almost, and then you just run it. You get what I mean? And especially if it's on Telegram, like a Telegram wrapper and everything. I mean, it's just saving you like code that you don't need to write. Like I've never seen an era of, I guess, AI vibe coders or grifters talk about how revolutionary this shit is, dog. Like I don't even know what to call it. Like in my opinion, this made you remember the T app? The T app was a revolutionary app because it was exposing people who might have been talking to the same type of person. Dudes was talking to the same girls. They were getting the inside scoop on it and rada rada rada. And then it became a security risk because someone put the API, if I'm not mistaken, out, and they had access to the data storage, which leaked all the IDs of every individual that used the fucking app. Could be wrong in what was said, but IDs was revealed, data breach happened, and in my honest opinion, I feel like this is going to leak out very private messages between users, their spouse, sensitive data with just little prompt injections. And I don't think that we ever fucking learn our lessons when it comes to using tools that should have security first in mind. I'm not gonna finish watching this whole video just because Nick S did a great job at summarizing what the fuck Claude is. It's not Claude. It's not Claude. It's not Claude. It's not even a bot, to be honest with you. It's just rappers around rappers, making everything easier for people who don't want to know how to code, I guess. I don't know what to call it, but it's definitely not a project that I want to be a part of. Again, shout out to Nick S. Get a subscribe for that, man. I appreciate your detailed work in the span of 8 minutes. I personally would love people to come to your channel. And let me see how.
24 hours later is having full on done a week ago, and Clawdbot can do today. And so what it is it's basically like a gold rush for social media purposes, where you're being told this story about this technology that you need to hear about. You need
Yeah, I don't like how all the influencers are kind of going towards this route of basically Twitter will post something and then TikTok will post something on Twitter and then Instagram will post something on TikTok and then YouTube will post something on all the tech space and then boom, you have tech news. Like that is like I'm calling it Twitter one, but that is like the space we're in when it comes to AI development. Hopefully it gets better. Hopefully news gets better and more, I guess, newsworthy. Uh, bring back the days where leads to a good news was important, not just social media posts that has a lot of engagement. Nonetheless, like, comment, and subscribe. Claude Bot is a fraud. Uh, yeah, Claude Bot is a fraud.